Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Sports and More podcast with your host, myself, Eddie Morelos, and my producer, Asa Costa.
What up, amigo?
Oh, you know, man. Today is Monday, the 15th. As you notice, I don't have a tie on. I didn't bring the tacos that I owe you still from the loss that the Bears took.
You know, I was really going to say, why is he not wearing a tie? I swear to God, I thought it was Tuesday.
Yeah, and you're like, first thing you noticed was no tacos in the hand.
No tacos, and
That was first thing you noticed.
if you notice,
No tacos. I should have just said it's not Tuesday.
Eddie's still wearing his classic cholo outfit with the little squares.
Tu sabes.
Little squares.
You know what? This is
with
one
the
of
little-
my favorite shirts, dude.
One of your favorite with the
Let
little
me tell
homies?
you about this shirt.
Tell
I
everybody
even
about
wore
it.
it one. It was, last 2 summers ago. It's a lot. I've had this shirt for a very, very long time. And 2 summers ago, we were in California at my family reunion, and they were doing the slideshow of the pictures, right? And all of a sudden, my picture comes up, and I'm wearing the same damn shirt from 2 years before that.
Every time?
So it's one of my favorites.
Every time you wear the same shirt?
I don't know. Not every time, but at a previous reunion before that. So, anyways, we're already midway through November. Today is November the 15th, dude.
November.
10 days away from Thanksgiving.
I wanted to say when it was November the 5th, remember the 5th for V.
No.
But I forgot.
We already 46 days left from today until the next year comes.
What?
46 days. What are you going to do with those 46 days? That's what I asked myself.
I'm going to sleep
this
one
morning.
Of them. I'm going to try and sleep on one of them. I'm going to try.
That's something that you should really start working on in these next 46 days is
I can't.
balance in life.
I can't. There's parades and
There's a nice parade that we'll have
events that are going on.
There's a turkey trot we'll run on Thanksgiving morning at 7:15 a.m. there on on Montana Avenue. I know that.
I don't know about running.
Well, we're gonna at least go up and down the route a little bit. You know what I mean, and participate. That'll be on Thanksgiving morning. You know, but lots of sports going on already. I was a fan this weekend, Ace, and just so you know.
Wait, you didn't work at all?
I didn't work on Saturday at all, not one bit. I got to be a fan, first and foremost, for my nieces over at this big USSSA softball tournament. So that was fun. Got to watch them play softball.
What day was that though? I want to we got to give people a timeline because there's a lot.
Well, first of all, that was on
this week.
Friday night and Saturday during the day. That was all day long.
Because a lot has happened.
And then in the evening, I was a fan. I went to go watch the New Mexico State men's basketball team host the UTEP men's basketball team, and I got to see the Aggies.
But that was on wait. That was
that one was Saturday.
All right, but you didn't do anything else Friday night?
Friday night, I just went and watched and supported my nieces play softball. They're very much into the softball stuff, and so I was out there. It was not too bad. It got kind of chilly for that last game. One of my nieces, the older one, she plays for. They're known as Oregon Mountain, although nobody out there says Oregon Mountain. Everybody says Oñate. And so their final game started at freaking 10:15.
They really still say Oñate?
Everybody does.
Good.
Everybody does.
Why? Why they gotta be like that?
Because that's what everybody wanted. The only people that wanted Oregon Mountain were the board members. They had a vote. Did you know this, Ace? That they voted. They sent it to the voters, and the voters voted to keep it Oñate. And the school board went against the vote.
So then why have a vote?
Exactly. Why have democracy? Which we won't get into the politics here, but just exactly.
How much money do you think they spent to rebrand everything?
Think about it. You got to rebrand courts. You got to rebrand, shirts, fields.
Well, with the court was just the O. No, they stole from Oakley.
They've had that O forever.
Stealing that from Oakley.
Yeah, but I think they had to change it from a O to a OM.
Ooh.
So
for
Oregon Mountain. High school. We don't know what to do.
That's my tattoo.
So yeah, that's what I did the weekend. It was nice. It was really fun. Watched some football on Sunday, and it was a blast to just relax and enjoy it, take it all in. As a fan for one last weekend because this week's crazy.
Now, not to get into any controversy.
Oh, here we go.
You said you left before the brawl.
I was reading more about that just right now. So there
And we
was,
had, remember, we on previous shows we had that conversation about parents and youth activities
yeah.
and games, and let the folks, if you haven't heard already.
So Saturday, like I said, I was at the fields all day long, and there was a break for my niece in between my niece's games. So we're like, one of my little cousins was gonna play in a football game, and so we're like, let's all let's go walk that way. Let's go over there and check it out. It's a beautiful day. It was a gorgeous day Saturday, by the way. And so I show up. I'm walking there. I'm the first one to get there out of my family because they all went a different route. And I got there, and there was the fire engines, ambulance, police vehicles. And there was already multiple people talking to multiple police officers. The one field that it must have happened on was completely clear. And there's people being looked at in the ambulance and somebody else being looked at by a fire department. And we're walking by. I'm walking along just alongside some random people, and they ask these younger kids that were standing there, "Hey, what happened? What happened?" And the one kid tells us, "Oh, it was crazy. It was a big brawl. It started with the players, then the coaches, and then the parents, and everybody was brawling." And I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And you could definitely feel the vibe. You could definitely feel the vibe there. And right after that kid was telling us that, these women came up to these referees in the little referee tent area, where I guess they take their breaks at or whatever, and they're mothers, and they're just telling off the referees.
The referees are probably getting paid like $3.
Yeah, I was gonna say 10. I was gonna give them $10 per game,
probably.
but that's not even near the worth of being out there. And they're just going off, and one lady's filming it, and
everybody with their phones,
claiming that the refs are calling their kids names, and including bitches. They're like, "You're calling our kids bitches." I'm like,
whoa!
And when she started saying that and yelling that, I started laughing because, like, no way, it's just no, come on, no. And like sometimes I can't help when I laugh. I can't help stopping. Like, so it's the lady. As I'm laughing, she gets done telling off the referee, and she comes by me and starts, "That's not funny. This is not funny at all." And I'm like, "Lady,
you're the one yelling."
I said, "Well, that's what I said." I said, "The way you're handling it is funny. This is not the way you should handle this situation." And she just
bananas.
She stormed off, and I read an update here on one of the local TV stations, KFOX, about it, and there was they talked to the director, and they said they never had an incident like that in any of their programs over the past 30 years, which I find hard to believe, especially if it's gotten to this point.
Yeah, I call lies.
Yeah, so
never in their 30 years that they had. I call lies.
And then this guy says, it's the same guy. His last name is Hall. He's the director of this bantamweight program. He says the game was over between two teams, and the kids were lined up as they do to shake hands. Good sportsmanship. And one of the players from Lynn Middle School headbutted a kid from Picacho Middle School.
Just allegedly, right?
Right from the other team. That prompted a scuffle right there with those players. That's a quote from the director of the whole program, Mr. Hall. So wow. I mean, it's not funny, but I mean, in the sense, like, I mean, come on, people. I mean, these are youth, 7th graders, 12, 13-year-olds.
They're not going pro tomorrow.
No, definitely not.
And even the pros are struggling right now.
I mean, even at that, I mean, seriously, what is why so much intensity? Why? I get that we want to be competitive. Totally do. I get that as parents, we want our kids to be winners and all this stuff. But the intensity and the extreme aggressiveness that was going on out there.
Yeah, it's different between competing and winning. I mean, because winning, all right, yeah, you can win, but just to learn these during this time, it's for the athlete to grow and learn and push themselves to higher levels. It's not about I'm a 10-time champion, at the age of 6.
Then that's what I don't get. You know what I mean? Because even like I said, I was watching softball weekend. There's a lot of parents there, And I used to think that the softball parents were kind of bad, but no, this whole football thing, this youth
And that's
football
New
thing.
Mexico. Wait till you come check out Texas.
Oh yeah, well, what was that show?
Tiny Tykes or something
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that gave a bad rap, but crazy.
I mean, that's it's out there. It's real.
It's crazy.
And that culture really needs to change. I really do. Here's the other thing, Ace. Check it out. Because again, those referees, to me, I saw it, bro. I saw when these ladies just came up and just started verbally attacking these refs, and it made me think right away. No wonder there's a shortage of referees at all levels. At all levels.
All levels.
Because I'm gonna say that it's gonna affect the future because referees have to start somewhere, and typically they start at these youth levels, middle school levels, high school levels, before even thinking of going into the college ranks or pro ranks or whatever kind of ranks like that.
Yeah, they ain't gonna want to do it.
No way. I have a friend who is considering not doing refereeing anymore, who's been doing it for many, 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 many years.
Really?
Because of the culture and the things that are going on nowadays and how bad it's getting, especially at the youth level.
And I should have, Wayne and I on the Welcome to the Hall podcast, we had the Hall of Famer James Simcoe on that's currently still refereeing. I think he was at the Alabama game last week or so. I should have asked him that question, because like he said, they got to start somewhere, like, from the bottom,
Yeah. And I did it for, 2 or 3 years.
You're an official?
I did it when I was young. That was many years ago. And I tried it out.
Back when the Cowboys were playing the Super Bowls?
Yeah, like those kind of years, yeah. And, I tried it out for 2 to 3 years. And even at that time, it wasn't as bad as it is. It wasn't as bad as it is now. But at that time, I knew, you know what, I can't handle this. I'll punch somebody. Yeah.
And that was back in Gangster Eddie days, right?
And those are, that's why I said I'll punch somebody.
They have to have a lot of control because, I mean, they're just out there calling the game. That's a whole nother chaos.
Yeah.
Whole nother chaos.
Whole nother thing. And, it's on so many levels, on so many sports. You know what I mean? And it's very sad that we're getting to this. And then, it's just, guys, be better. Parents, be better. Fans, be better. I was a really good fan this weekend when I went to go watch the Aggie game. I just clapped and I there was some minor fans around me. I kept it clean. And, I didn't.
If y'all look at the back of Eddie's, head right there, I got to give him a little shout out right there. And
Aggies go Aggies.
Repping his Aggies. But talk about that game. I wasn't able to make that game.
Definitely. It was a great crowd, first of all. It was a really nice environment. But that was my, the home court, I guess, for my team.
I will give NMSU this. Their lighting and the floor and the facility is beautiful.
Well, right now it looks gorgeous. I wish there was the logos and that
Didn't they have
parquet.
like a leak? They had a leak.
They had the parquet floor, and they redesigned it.
All right, I'm from Socorro. My intellect is not that good. Parquet floor, is that the type of
like
wood?
The wooden, Boston Celtics type?
So it's a different type of wood, or is it a different type of just painting on the wood?
No, it's the wood.
Okay.
I think it's the wood.
Okay.
So, you think Boston Celtics and their arena, same thing.
Okay, because I heard parquet and I was thinking like Shrek, parfait.
No.
Who say they didn't love parfait? I love parfait. You ever met somebody that doesn't like parfait?
Don't trust them for real.
Don't trust them.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to send us some parfaits, send it over.
We're always hungry. And but yeah, the Aggies looked extremely athletic. They looked very athletic. They looked a little bit even bigger than the Miners.
See, right there, I'm gonna stop you right there. That's one of my pet peeves, right? Is, that team looks big. They're big and strong. Just because they're big and strong does not mean they're going to dominate.
Well, they were pretty dominant in the first half. I'll just definitely say that.
Because right off the eye test. Because if it was on the eye test, it'd be. I remember this back in high school. Just so and so.
No, you can't read a book by its cover.
So and so can do this. Yeah, so and so strong. He can squat 500 pounds. But when you put them pads on, dude, crumples like a.
But
pepper.
again, the strength especially showed on the rebounding side of the ball. The Aggies out rebounded the Miners, I believe, by 10.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was very evident.
Yeah,
That was very evident. Like I said, even though that pet peeve of yours jumps out, it was very evident the way they were moving the other bodies around. The Aggies were moving the other bodies around.
The only time that I think of that was when you guys had that huge
7'5".
Yeah.
I have a picture with them. It was in that article I had.
Yeah, my cousin was
Singular.
There we go. My cousin was friends with him, and then
really?
Yeah, and then she's a big Aggie. Shout out to Erica. She's a big Aggie.
Hey, good job, Erica. Smart woman. Talk to the rest of your family.
And but the only one like I remember seeing true dominance is Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh yeah, nobody's as dominant. He's the best center to me of all time,
just
and
nobody wanted that constant, boom pounding.
So, but the Miners, they look improved already. I think, but I have a bias, and I'll say that.
I'll tell you this: from the practices that I did go to, UTEP might not win all those games, but they're gonna be in condition.
Oh,
Golding's got them running.
Well, and that was evident at the end of the game. That was evident. You know what I mean? Because they never gave up. They kept going. You know what I mean? And they made it it ended up being 77-71.
I really want to put like a Fitbit or a Apple Watch on Coach Golding's hand to see what his heart rate is, because that boy intense.
Well, him and Chris Jans are pretty intense.
You know, I that's gonna be a start of a beautiful new rivalry.
Oh,
right
I
there.
think so too.
Especially,
I really believe
especially
that.
with the Aggies entering Conference USA in the year 2023.
That'll be awesome. That'll be a lot of fun. Conference USA basketball is gonna be a ton of fun.
These games are gonna
I really believe
these
that
these games are gonna be a lot more exciting.
But
now, drawing back before that, your Aggies fell to the Miners in volleyball.
In volleyball, yeah, they came back.
First time that they swept them, I think,
since 20 years. It's been 20 years. 20 years.
20 years.
You know, Coach Jordan said, "Hey, we did this for 20 years. I'm okay with this."
He wasn't okay at the end of that game. He was.
No, of course he don't like it. He don't like it. But like I said, when he came down, because I asked him, hey, he goes, no, I talked to him.
It was a good game. It was a good.
I said, hey, what, of course because that's him. He gets pissed. Oh, yeah. But when you calm down after he took it all in, he said, yeah,
But what I like,
they hadn't done this in 20 years. I'm pretty much okay with that.
No, exactly. I mean, what I like is that new competition. Like, in the past, like you said, they're getting whooped for the past 20 years. Now these games mean more.
Oh yeah, and they're gonna mean a lot more now that the buddies are gonna be that rivalry is gonna be even more intense. I mean, we saw the intensity this year. Both games went 5. Both of them went down to the wire. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. The Miners this year were the stronger team. I will say that. I've seen the Aggie teams for many years. They're not as strong as I've seen them that they can be. And the Miners are definitely a lot stronger than they've been. A lot. And the way they play together, and I've seen quite a few matches, and they're definitely improved.
I say it took us by surprise, because we're after 2-0, we're like, it might be an early trip back to the Sun City.
Yeah. But
15 minutes later,
back to basketball real quick. One thing I wanted to point out was the 2 guards for the guard for UTEP, Sule
Boom,
and then the guard for New Mexico State, Jabari Rice. And I hope you do when they play over here. Maybe if you're there, get a picture of them together.
I won't be here.
Look at this guy, people. Do you hear him? Mm-hmm. Mondo Ruben, hit him up. Tell your friend. Talk to your friend over here. Anyways,
I'll be in Green Bay.
I'm gonna try to get there you go, people. Big time, and even you guys. I'm gonna get a picture. I want to try to get a picture of them side by side, because they look so similar, and they both play with the same intensity.
That came in late. I was trying to make sure.
So anyways, they're very similar players. Like I said, very intense.
Was there a lot of dunks?
No.
We want some dunks.
Well, yeah, we do, but there wasn't. And I think that was one of the factors that helped keep the Miners in it. Because if there was a lot more dunks, especially on the Aggie side of it, the crowd would have gotten way more into it. I think the Miners held, the Aggies in check in the sense of let's not let them get some really extravagant,
Momentum.
powerful plays that get the crowd into it. You know what I mean? And I think that helped them at the end, and they got within 6.
How excited are you that basketball's back?
Very, very excited. Super excited, to be honest, especially after watching that game, knowing that the Miners, I think, will continuously improve this season, and the Aggies will be looking good all year long, I believe, if they stay away from the injury bug.
Just like every team.
Oh, yeah, that's always the key, man. That's always the key.
Every team.
So, yeah, man, he something you're an expert on that I wanted to make sure that we talked about. I left my notes. I had all lined up. Other than tacos, El Paso High School football.
Oh, it's a whirlwind. You got Eddie calling me out on this one.
Well, yeah, I mean, you covered it. I mean, like I said, I left my notes on my desk because I had it all ready to roll.
It was a great by-district week. Eastlake held off San Angelo Central to pick up the win.
Yeah.
To get the by-district champion. Franklin fell to Odessa Permian. Del Valle fell to Amarillo, the Sandies, at home. Bel Air fell. So did Mountain View. Eastlake comes back and pulls the victory over Abilene I forgot where they played at. I think that's, don't quote me, but I think that's the second time in the last 20 years that Abilene has lost to an El Paso team in the.
Yeah, I heard that somewhere on the radio.
In the bye round, and then Chapin in a classic battle came back and won, I believe, on a 2-point conversion to beat Caprock to advance. Riverside made a convincing win and beat Big Spring to advance as well. Clint got the win as well. They advanced.
Mm-hmm.
And Horizon defeated Burgess.
Wow, dude, that was all off the top of your head. That's pretty good.
Right.
So Eastlake heads over and will face Brian Nelson on Friday afternoon over in Wolford.
Yeah, they're going to be spread out. You're going to have games in Lubbock. You're going to have about maybe 4 games in Midland and Odessa. And then you got one in like Woodruff or something. And
so you got Eastwood taking on Saginaw Boswell. That looks like by the record alone, that should be a good game. That's in Lubbock. Class 5 AD1 area playoffs. Chapin taking on Mansfield Summit.
That's going to be a good one.
That's in Midland. Class 5 AD2 area playoffs. Canutillo 10-1.
Yes,
Canutillo will take on Canyon Randall. That's on Friday in Andrews. What do you think? Canutillo, man.
That's a good one. That's gonna be a good test for them. And then Parkland advanced as well, and they'll be
Parkland was taking. I was looking
Cooper.
at that when I was looking this stuff up this morning. I was like, Parkland, and I was wondering if this got to be the record's 4-7.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I think that.
So all their wins were probably in district.
Pretty much.
To get into the playoffs, right?
Yeah, four teams make it.
And they got Lubbock Cooper, and that's on Thursday at 5:00.
And that's always a battle. I remember the game Dion's senior year. That game was back and forth. So that's gonna be a good one there.
And then Andrus will take on Wichita Falls.
That's gonna be a good one.
That's in Denver City.
As I said, they're all spread out. They are all spread
Horizon got Grapevine.
Mm-hmm.
And then Class 4A Riverside, who's 10-1, and I think they're gonna.
They have a good shot.
They really do. I don't want to say too much, man.
This will be a test for them right here.
Riverside takes on Lake Worth in Odessa. Clint, you already mentioned, takes on Wichita Falls Hershey, and that's in Midland. And then over in New Mexico, Cleveland, who is 11-0 and the number 1 team, will take on Las Cruces High School.
Ooh, that's an early matchup for that.
So that's on Friday. Field of Dreams. We'll see. Cleveland. They're tough.
And since speaking of kind of like bouncing off like the high school stuff, Mr. Aaron Dumas, running back from New Mexico.
Yeah.
Freshman of the week.
Oh, really?
165 yards for 1 touchdown.
Holy cow! That could have even been offensive player of the week.
So I mean, he's freshman of the week. That came out today. Shout out to Mr. Dumas out there for getting that. Making some moves out there in the Kirke.
Good for him, man. Good for him. So WAC volleyball tournament's going to go on this weekend.
That's right.
Over in Las Cruces, just 30 miles from here.
Are you working?
I will be there. I will be there.
All I know is I better get some some swag.
We'll see what we can do. The games
Just-
start on Thursday.
I'm still waiting for the UTEP gives when they throw out the little volleyballs. I'm still waiting for a volleyball. Somebody, coach Lily, anybody.
How about
somebody? Can I get a volleyball here?
How about T-shirts?
Do
you take T-shirts?
I'll take T-shirts, but that volleyball will look cool right here next to Artie.
And heading into the tournament, they got this past week Leah Mosher, who's one of their middle blockers. She earned Defensive Player of the Week for out of the WAC, and she must have. She had a season best 7 blocks on October the 22nd against Sam Houston. Sam Houston is the number 1 seed in the tournament. The Aggies are the number 2 seed.
Do you know what? I want to just experience like them, hitting the ball, but then I know I'll probably get beamed in the head, because these girls can hitting
the ball. You want to go against them on the block side or like digging it up?
I ain't that tall. Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to.
So you want to try to dig it up?
Yeah,
then.
dig in,
dude.
Dig in.
You'll probably get it right in the face, dude.
It's okay. This face ain't. Nobody likes this face. It's all good.
The Miners, the UTEP Miners, they'll be heading on their Conference USA
out to Virginia. Can't take a bus out there. I tell you that much.
You don't happen to know what seed they are, do you?
They are the 4th seed, sir.
Oh, okay.
They'll be playing Florida International.
And speaking of good news for their volleyball team, it was just released earlier that Paulina Perez Rosas was named to the Conference USA Volleyball All-Academic Team.
From what I was reading, only 11 slots.
Oh, wow. I didn't see that part, but she's got a 3.92 GPA. She's graduating with a degree in kinesiology. 3.92. 3.92. Say that once again. She even took all those biology, anatomy classes, all medical terminologies, probably.
So 2 + 2 ain't 5?
Not for her, dude. Not for her. And then the minor football team, they're hosting this weekend.
They are. Senior day.
Oh, okay.
Senior day, not night.
Against Rice.
Against the Owls.
What do you think, man? What's your thoughts? Initial thoughts without, looking at what Rice has done this year and just knowing your minor team. What are your initial thoughts? And I'll tell you mine.
They got to get back on track, right? They've been in some close games, but this is a time to get back on track, finish out the regular season on a good note, heading into the bowls.
That was a tough loss for them this last week.
It was
against North Texas. They had chances, man.
They had chances.
One of the fans that was I was listening in on another show, and he was really upset because early in the game there was a 4th and 2 situation, and the Miners went for it instead of going for the points and getting the field goal.
Yeah, but that's gonna happen.
That's always it's always
because if you do it one way and you don't do it the other way, how come they didn't go for it?
Uh-huh.
I mean, if you saw. What game was it yesterday in the NFL? I don't think anybody was punting. Everybody kept going for it on 4th down.
Yeah.
You
just never know. It's just one of those things where, it's after the fact and you bring up these points after the fact. You know what I'm saying? And tough loss. Just a freaking tough loss. They've lost 3 in a row. But
Rice is on a losing streak as well. Losing 3 as well. So somebody's gonna get a victory.
See, and that's what I was telling Adrian the other day when I was talking to him on his show. Is that
Shout out Adrian.
Much love to you, dude. And I was telling him that I think he was really surprised that I thought this too. That I could see the Miners winning 2 games. To end out the year at some point.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
This is one of them.
This is
the one of the ones that I can see them winning. Especially they're on the home turf. They know they got to bounce back. They'll be in front of the UTEP Miner fans. UTEP Miner fans, show out, man, please. And I think this could be the week they get another win.
Just go back to the basics, and execute.
Yeah,
execute.
Definitely, man.
Like Coach Tomlin said, the standard is the standard.
Standard is the standard.
All right.
And UTEP basketball, do you happen to know where they're heading out this? I'm trying to look that up right now.
They will be playing tomorrow night.
Are they in a tournament?
No, not a tournament, but they'll be playing tomorrow. The women will be playing Wednesday night.
Mm-hmm.
And the girls will be playing again Saturday night as well. The guys are,
Oh, they got Northern New Mexico.
yes, sir. That'll be tomorrow night at the Dawn. And then they will be playing again not till Tuesday, the 22nd, against UC Riverside.
Okay.
It's
So
gonna be
good
good.
luck. Good luck to the Miners. Big news for the sad. I don't know. Call it sad news. Locomotive. I don't know.
Well, I
It's
mean,
very
it's-
surprising for sure for me.
It's surprising for one here, and then I'm wearing, a Locomotive
Yeah.
t-shirt. But around the whole USL league, it's like a merry-go-round of coaches. Cause a
Oh,
lot of coaches-
really?
the New Mexico United just announced that they got a new coach, and then another coach from another team has stepped down. I think one from Miami.
Uh-huh.
So there's like, today is the day like the coaches just say, all right, we're leaving.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, Coach Lowry has stepped down from the head coaching and technical
director, yeah.
They got their baseball managers, football head coaches,
Uh-huh.
soccer technical directors.
Yeah.
He will be stepping down after 3 successful seasons.
Yeah.
Here in
And everybody
the South.
loved him here.
They do, but you know what? Sometimes you just gotta go on the path that you want to go
I
on.
guess we can't keep them all like we kept
It's-
Mr. Corey Herman around for so long.
You got Corey Herman. You got
know?
Coach Haskins here.
Coach
for
Haskins
a
was
long
here
time.
for a long
And
time.
when you look at football, you had Sepwitz at Andrews for a long
Yeah.
time. And, it's those days are kind of numbered. I mean, if you look at the NFL, you got Tomlin, that's been one of the longest tenured to
Mhm.
Belichick.
Yeah.
After that, maybe I think it might be Sean Payton.
Well, yeah, I mean, look at the college side of
like
things.
basketball. Who name your longest running coach for the NBA?
Ooh, good question. Phil Jackson was one of them.
Well, one of them, but that's been quite a bit since he's been
Yeah.
gone too.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
I couldn't name one.
I mean,
I couldn't name one.
that's
Oh,
what I'm saying. Where already go?
Already go. Already fell. He's on the other side of the desk now.
Oh,
Anyways, yeah, but he, even college football, you know what I mean? They
other than Saban, because that's some money. He ain't leaving that money.
well, USC recently got early in the season. They got rid of theirs. Washington just fired theirs.
And
You
you
know what I
wanted
mean?
to see Washington come down, or was that Washington?
I still
State?
do.
Or Washington State.
Washington State got rid of theirs.
I said it's just a coaching carousel.
And
on.
typically over the last few years, there's been at least one of the teams that comes to the Sun Bowl with an interim coach. It's happened
That is true. 'cause
quite a
that-
bit lately.
That is true. And then
quite a bit.
shout out to Coach Shaw out there in Stanford. He's been there. for a
Yeah,
while.
he's been a long-standing
He's-
one.
He's been a long-standing one. Mike Leach was funny when he came in.
Yeah.
But yeah, Coach Shaw. I remember the coach at UNC North Carolina. He was there, and then he
Was gone, and now it's Mac Brown.
Mac Brown. That'd be cool.
That'd
to
be
see-
cool.
see-
That'd be neat. Mac Brown, North Carolina versus.
Speaking of Sun Bowl, maybe Clemson.
Yeah, maybe they keep winning though, so they keep moving up that ladder. They haven't lost very much anymore.
I remember speaking of.
You're
Remember,
great.
you're great. See, I got my autograph right here.
There you go, man. So we can get anybody here come December 31st. Keep your eyes open for that.
I'm gonna miss that.
You're gonna miss December 31st
No,
too?
I'm not gonna miss the December 31st. But I'm gonna miss the announcement though.
Oh, December the 5th. Yeah, we find out if anybody wants to follow along.
again save me some swag.
Yeah, that one should be easy.
Oh, but I'm gonna miss my annual photo with the helmets. And can you FaceTime me in
Yeah.
from snowy Green Bay?
I'll tell maybe Mondo or
Oh, they ain't gonna do it.
Jesus. Maybe Jesus.
they,
How about
they-
him?
They ain't gonna do it out there.
Oh man. Yeah, December the 5th, we find out who we're getting. And then December the 31st will be the football game, the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl.
10 a.m.
10 a.m. I'm ready.
I'm getting mixed reviews about that.
That's fine. I
Mixed-
don't care.
Mixed,
I don't
mixed
care.
reviews.
I love my review. I love mine. I get there at freaking 4 a.m, be out of there by 1, go for a jog
by
at 3.
1. There's no way you're leaving by 1.
No, I won't leave by 1, but anyways, the game will be done by 1.
Yeah, I was
10,
about to
11,
say.
12, 1. Yeah. So no, but
Yeah, you'd leave about 5, but
Maybe.
it's better than
maybe it's
10
good.
or
That's a good.
it's better than 10 or 11.
Yeah, typically, get out of there late at night, but this year will be different. I'm really excited.
What are you gonna do afterwards?
Go for a run, go for a workout. Workout for sure. I've been really excited.
Folks, do
I've
do
been
you-
really
do you guys
excited
believe
for that.
after a game, one of the most the pressure days of Mr. Morelos.
And that's why I'm going to work out.
He gonna go running.
I'm like, so I've already thought about it.
He
That
gonna go running.
I'm gonna end the 2021 year with the workout.
Running. I felt like running.
I'm gonna end the year with the workout and start the next year with the workout.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with some sleep.
Yeah. Well, I will too at some point. But
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I balance it.
I really want my bed.
That's your fault, dude. You're the one doing all the great work. You know what I mean?
really want the.
You're the one that decides to. So I mean, Ace, just want to tell people, remind people, follow us on all your social medias that we have. Twitter and Facebook.
But before
2022, we're gonna get an Instagram. If he hasn't got rid of me,
he doesn't have an Instagram yet.
If he hasn't got rid of me yet, we'll get an Instagram. How about that, people? You heard it right here. If we're still around in 2022, we will have an Instagram.
And then we got to give a shout out to Mr. Showtime Aaron Jones.
Oh yeah. Hey, another. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna shout out to Harry Ruiz.
Oh, Harry! You saw those new kicks.
Did you see them?
You saw the kicks.
Yeah, dude.
Tell everybody what.
So we had a guest on this show, Sports More podcast, with Mr. Pete Ruiz Jr. They're out of Las Vegas, who is a primo of mine, and he's an artist and designs shoes and hats and jackets. And he started with the Las Vegas Knights, and he wanted to get connected with somebody from the Raiders. And so we have a friend over there who does a Spanish play-by-play, Mr. Harry Ruiz, who also has been a 2-time guest on this show. And so I got them connected and hooked them up with some nice designer Raiders shoes.
For those Vans?
They're Vans. Yeah.
The slip-ons, right?
The Vans, yeah. Uh-huh.
Slip-ons.
So he got some nice design. You can go to iHeart Vegas, iArt _ Vegas is the Instagram.
He has Instagram.
Yeah, he has Instagram, so you can see those nice shoes. Or you can go to find Harry on Twitter or Facebook, Instagram as well. Harry Ruiz, Ruiz, and you can see the nice shoes that he sported on his broadcast this past weekend. So good stuff.
Shout out
Reese
to
family.
Shout out to a bunch of Reese's. Huh?
Yeah, love it. Reese's Pieces.
Going back to what happened on Saturday, Mr. Aaron Jones was honored by the El Paso Hispanic Chamber of Commerce with the Vision of Excellence Award, Eddie.
Ooh, Vision of Excellence.
Vision of Excellence. And it just so happened that the keynote speaker was, ladies and gentlemen,
all you Cowboys fans, there you go,
was Mr. Emmitt Smith. So cool thing for Aaron and the family to get awarded with that. And it was a cool thing to see that, when his sister Chelsea was the one that accepted the award on his behalf. And when she went up there to go talk to Mr. Smith before the festivities were and the gala started, she FaceTimed Aaron.
That's cool, man.
And they got to chat, got to, talk it up for about, good 5 minutes, him and Mrs. Jones, because Mrs. Jones is also in Green Bay at the moment. And they got to talk with the NFL's all-time leading rusher and philanthropist.
They FaceTimed each other.
They FaceTimed, and Mr. Smith was a really cool, very, very cool person.
The Smiths and the Joneses.
Smith and the Joneses,
right.
It was so cool to see that, and shout out to Aaron and the whole foundation, the ANA All the Way Foundation for what they do and continue to do.
That's so cool, man.
It's crazy. Shout out to the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce for putting on a great event.
You ever FaceTime with anybody famous? Just random get a FaceTime or FaceTime them, or other than Aaron.
Oof. I did FaceTime this one guy, called himself the mayor.
I'm trying to fix stuff.
The mayor.
That's not that.
The mayor
That's not
of LC, even though he doesn't live in Las Cruces. Where are you, Las Cruces or Doniana?
I mean, either way, because I'm right there on the.
Speaking like a true
edge.
Politician, I tell you.
I'm right there on the edge. Yeah. One time, my buddy was at one of the shows with Creeper. Who's obvious?
No, I don't.
No. Anyways. That's where I got the whistle from.
The whistle fun.
So my buddy was at a show and he was in line to do get a picture with them, and he says, "Hey man, my friend does the exact same whistle. He got it from you, exactly like you." Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Can we FaceTime him? He tells Carlos Mencias is the guy who plays
okay.
him, right? So he was all still in creeper mode or whatever, and so he gets and they FaceTime me. They're like, "Hey, orale, what's up? Hey, what's up, man? So cool." Like just like.
Oh man.
Yeah, so
That's awesome.
that's about the only famous guy I've ever FaceTime with that I can remember at least. So.
That's awesome. And then and it looks like Alvin might be stepping on the field these next couple weeks for the
Where at? Name his team. Can you say his the name? Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan Rough Riders. Rider Nation, folks.
Canadian, eh?
Canadian, eh?
Have you ever noticed like around here like they say A?
Hey, well, yeah, Holmes.
Tu sabes A? You know A?
What is it? Turn in your essay. I ain't no snitch, Holmes.
Orale, essay. I like essays.
I ain't no snitch, Holmes. I ain't no snitch.
Well, I hope he does. I mean,
hopefully, because they'll be hitting into the postseason.
Oh, wow. Perfect timing.
Mm-hmm.
Do they ever, do you know of any online video links?
Yes, they do have a subscription package as well.
The CFL, right?
The
CFL. So check it out, people. Watch the Joneses in the NFL and the CFL.
You got Nick Needham doing good things
Nick
with
Needham.
the Dolphins out there. Roy and the Jaguars are still trying to get over the hump.
Yeah.
Will and the Giants.
Yeah. Still lots of El Pasoans out there. We say it over and over and over, people.
I know the Cowboy Nation is very, very, very happy. We saw that on social media the other day.
They were blowing up, right?
Oh, they
were like, where's all the people saying stuff?
Yeah,
where's all the comments?
Yeah, they're
and Cowboys.
They played good. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
They look good. They really do. They really are a good team.
But it was the Falcons. I'm just saying. But I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
I just hope somebody just gets them out of the first round of the playoffs.
It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be
hey, in your Steelers?
Hey man,
tied the Lions.
They had no quarterback.
So we're following along on.
Well, all of a sudden he's like, oh.
No, my nephew, my nephew's a big Steelers fan, right? And like I said, they were in town this weekend, and so we're there eating at a really good restaurant. Not Mateo's.
Again, he's eating food.
Not Mateo's.
Shout out to
way
Mateo's.
Better.
Wow. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for this broadcast.
Thank you. Anyway, so we're watching, right? And my nephew's just like, oh my God, I can't believe this. And like, what's going on? The Steelers are losing. I look to the Lions.
You do know that the Lions are still a professional football team.
Barely.
Hey, they're still professional. Remember, how did they lose that one game? The dude had to kick like a 75-yard field goal to 65. Win it. And that was at the time the first place Baltimore Ravens. So, I mean, if you're just looking at statistics and what it is on paper, I mean, it is what it is. But
it is what it is.
They're still professionals. They're still out there doing what they got to do. Remember, on any given Sunday and Thursday.
That's what they say. It really is on any given Sunday.
I mean, come on, look at the Cardinals. They got whooped.
But you can't say, like, imagine if you could say that, like, on any given Saturday and the Aggies would have beat Alabama.
They were leading at one point.
I saw something about that.
Were they
that they were like they're the only team to, like, I don't know, have a lead for that.
Whatever $1.9 million that they got, they were leading Alabama 3-0.
$1.9 million.
Dude,
that pays off a lot of things right there.
For all the people that complain, hey, they went up there and got $1.9 million.
That's their payment to get into the CUSA.
I'm shocked. CUSA better.
That's their payment right there.
Nah, they better drop that payment, acting like, oh yeah, you still need to pay the conference. Man, we don't go to your conference. You ain't gonna have a conference.
I think I saw something that they do have to pay still.
Yeah, well, it's a $2 million buy-in.
There it is. Boom, Alabama. Thank you.
But if your other teams have all bounced, and if you don't get any more teams, you ain't gonna have a conference.
Yeah. No.
So I bet you that fee's gonna get waived.
Well, we'll see.
Because they're gonna be getting money from those teams that bounce. They're getting like $3 million per team.
Who knows, man? It's all crazy.
That's a lot of money.
It's all crazy.
But if you want to send some of that money over here to the Sports and More podcast, we'll gladly accept it.
Yeah, we will.
We will accept it
for lots of tacos
and tacos.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for another episode and listening in with us here today on a Monday. You'll probably get this on Tuesday, but it's all good.
It's Monday.
It's
night.
weird. It's weird, isn't it weird?
What's weird? I forgot what day we're at.
Yeah.
To be honest, until you tell me.
Hopefully, we'll get a guest next week. We're trying. We'll keep on trying. Until then, we'll give you more updates.
Am I not good enough, Eddie? I can't. I'm not good enough to talk to. Wow.
All of a sudden, wait a minute. It used to be.
It
I'm just an ordinary man.
I am just an ordinary man.
I'm just an ordinary man.
But I still can talk a little bit.
Ordinary man.
See how it is, folks.
Stay up to date with us on Facebook and Twitter. We will get an Instagram Sunday soon.
Instagram. Do you see that? Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Bye.